also going to do live transcript for anybody that needs that. But yes, thank you guys. We have so many people joining. And again, I'm super sorry that we're a little bit late. Hopefully you were able to jump on our team call. If not, it's recorded. And hopefully you can't hear my dog barking. We have so many kids over right now. But I'm so excited to connect with you guys today as you kick off your business. My name is Sarah Anderson. If you are on this call, you were somewhere in my downline. I started Zaya it'll be 5 years ago in February. And it's never anything I ever thought that I cared to do. I had no skills in selling anything. I like to post on social media about just my kids and my family. I've got 4 kids. I was a stay-at-home mom when I started Zaya, and my husband was in the corporate world, gone all the time. I feel like we never saw him. We were always going on trips by ourselves because my husband wasn't going to be around. And right before I started Zaya, we decided that we would jump out of the corporate world and live out of savings until he had his own clothing line that he was launching with his brother in the e-commerce world, not in the direct sales world. And that was taking a little longer than we thought, but we sold our house and we decided to live out of savings until that day came that he would start making a paycheck. And, Zaya has provided for our family for a very long time. And it was something that like I said, I had no skills in, but it was something I was willing to keep working at and staying committed to. And we just learned about this in the other call, but staying 100% committed to the actions that I knew built a business, and kind of recreating my thoughts about myself and who I thought I was and who I thought I wasn't. It's been a lot of growth, but as of now, my husband's business finally launched 2 years later. Bless everything that we had something else to sustain our family of 4, but it's been super fun. So now we both stay home with our kids, which is just insane to be able to raise them together. And also we both have our separate jobs in clothing. So that's a little bit about me. So I've been here for 5 years. It'll be February 1st, 2017. Like I said, I knew how to do none of it, but I decided to sign up because I love activewear and I knew everybody I knew loved activewear. And I was at the gym all the time. And I was like, even if I can get a discount, if I can make a little bit of commissions, whatever this looks like, I just knew I wanted to become who I needed, grow into who I needed to be successful in this. And it's taken time, but it's been the most rewarding thing ever. And not just financially, honestly, like the financially has been a huge blessing, but emotionally, and also the friends and the different things that I've been able to connect with. You will see we have the most amazing community. So I cannot wait for you guys to connect with everyone as you are brand new. I am going to do, let's see, if you guys want to turn on your cameras, I know that's always overwhelming or like kind of awkward, but I do love seeing faces. So unless you're in the bath, I would love to see your face. I don't even care what you look like. I show up usually with kids on my lap. So in fact, one just came in asking if she could have something else for dinner than what I made. So I'm glad that we missed that. Anyway, I'm going to pull up something so that I can make sure and hit all of the notes so that you guys, we're not taking up a ton of time for you. I know we're starting a little bit late, so I want to make sure that we have this. So first of all, this is a perfect time to join this company. It has been in massive momentum. I mean, in the first 3 weeks of Zaya, when nobody thought that this company would go very far because we didn't have a consumable product, we sold through 10 months worth of product in 3 months or 3 weeks. And it's kind of been the name of the game here in Zaya. What we are finding is everyone wants to have access to high quality, high fashion, high functioning athleisure, but also be able to purchase it from their phone, and being able to, like you guys, decide to sell it from your phone and connect into this incredible community. The e-commerce world is booming. In 2020 or in 2021 was called the Great Resignation. And I think they said 75, I'm going to get it wrong. I just read a statistic though, and I'm going to say million in case 75 million people quit their job in 2021. Because they wanted different options. And what we are seeing is people are leaving the corporate world to do their own thing, whether that's network marketing or creating their own. Before I started Zaya, I wanted to create a clothing line. My husband was creating a clothing line. And I'm telling you, I've seen what he has gone through to be able to cut and sew and design and get the manufacturers and shipping and returns and all of that. And what's really cool with Zaya is you get to be in the e-commerce world, you get to be a part of the activewear industry, which is in the clothing industry, which is just insanely booming, which is expected to be over 400 billion by 2026 in this industry, you get to be a part of that without having to deal with the manufacturing. It is a literal business in a box, and it is up to you to take the steps to grow it. And I can tell you right now, if you are nervous, if you don't know what to do next, if you are whatever, I challenge you to have complete trust and faith in yourself, because you already know what to do. This is a social selling business. It's getting out there and meeting people and talking. If you're approaching this business and this business can help people and they want what I have, it is so different than I got to make a sale, I got to get a party, I got to recruit. That will wear you out. But if you can approach it in, what if I did know what to do? Whenever I'm like, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do that, I don't know how to do this, and I'm like, but what if I did know what to do? And then my brain gives me a lot more help. So I just challenge you: knowledge or ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. So instead of reading and listening to everything and asking all those questions, I challenge you to come in with high value thoughts of, okay, I mean, there are some things, processes you're going to need to ask for, and we're here to help you, but also have complete faith in yourself. You already know what to do. I think so often we're like, and now teach me. That's what I wanted. My upline has no idea what they were doing. They signed up the same day as I did. So what I found is we already knew. We failed a lot. And that's why a lot of people say failures is what kind of create the stepping stones to your success. If you are coming in here expecting to not fail, just like, you will stress yourself out trying to find the perfect way to do it, the perfect way to launch, the perfect next step, the perfect party, the perfect post, the perfect invite, the perfect message. Doesn't exist. B- work gets the job done. We just had incredible training on that, and that is what I believe to my core. So anyway, that is me shooting belief out there for you guys that you can do this, and you already know how. And I just believe that with my whole soul, because being around here I would have quit. This is one thing really quick, and we're going to jump into this. Don't let others' success or those who are moving faster than you mean anything about you. I used to let people's success mean that I was failing. And I just challenge you to commit to being your own person and moving at your own pace. And whatever pace that is, as you're working, you are going to sometimes speed up, and then you're going to sometimes slow down. And that doesn't mean it's not right. Rank advance pretty fast in this team. And at the beginning, sorry, I'm just going to hurry and do this. We rank advance pretty fast, and then we slowed down, and I thought I should quit. Nobody's listening to me anymore. I'm going to quit because nobody's buying. I think 6 months after I started, I owed the company $125 because I had that much returns. That is normal. Okay, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. It doesn't matter as long as it's forward motion, okay? All right, let's jump right into this. That's way too long of my 3-minute story that I was supposed to share with you. But number one, there's a few things for launching success. So I have notes here so I can kind of stay here. Number one, what is the first thing that you do? If you had a brick and mortar store, how would you announce that you are open? Would you just put up a billboard, or would you tell all of your family and friends that you are now part of an activewear company and you are their activewear lady? I love that. We all have a skin lady, a nail lady, a brow. We don't have all of these, but right, we have all of these different people that we go to for our products. And so now you're their activewear lady. And if you were a brick and mortar store, what would you do? You would probably have a grand opening. You would message all of your family and friends and let them know. And something I do want to point out is our family and friends are not our target audience. They're kind of who we practice on. We want them at our launch because they love us no matter what. They don't expect us to be perfect, and your launch won't be perfect. The lives you might feel awkward in a live or whatever it is. You may not know a name of something. That doesn't matter. That's why we invite our friends and family. But your friends and family can be avenues to spreading brand awareness to get people outside of your friends and family. But first we start with a launch party, because we want to get your name out there that you are open for business, and personally inviting people to your launch. That to me is so key. Instead of just posting about it, post their billboards, easily scrolled past. But personally messaging, hey, I just signed up with Zaya Active, incredible activewear. I would love to help you get more familiar with that. Are you interested in joining my launch? So I can show you all the products. Super simple, voice message, whatever it is that you want to do, personally inviting. So our goal, why we want to start with your launch, is because it's practice, right? Practice. And it's practice before we feel like we need to have it perfect, because that like I said, that's not going to happen. The other thing is we want you to earn your kit investment back as soon as possible. So that to us is our number one priority for you, is earning your kit investment back in your first 30 to 60 days of business. Not only are you going to earn it back through commissions, and we'll talk a little bit about the moonshot bonus and things that you can be working towards to get a bonus back from the company as well. But having your launch party helps get that there. Here in the US, once you hit about, I believe it's $1,400 in volume, which in Australia, that's a little bit higher. In Canada, the retail value of that is a little bit higher. But here in the US, it's $1,400 or 1,400 points of volume pays back your kit. That's what we want for you, because that helps you get familiar with the clothes, the processes, with your friends and family, and earning back your kit right away. Usually we can do that within your starter kit, and sometimes starter kits in launch parties, and sometimes launch parties don't go as what we expect them to, and that's okay. That is why we keep showing up consistently. And that Facebook group that you have created for your team, for your launch party, has now become your online community. So that's where you're just going to post your new releases, your recipes, whatever it is that you want to share with your online community. That's where that's going to be. So what we're going to do is just first foremost, your launch, invite people to your group, and get with your upline. We have a ton of templates that we can utilize as well, to get posts in there. Create whatever you want. There's no right or wrong to a party, as long as you're creating excitement and connection. And that means being you, instead of robotic and copying, pasting everything. The other thing is we have a ton of different resources for you through our team Facebook group. Team Zaya PAPAYA is that's the one I'm over. It's called that because nobody could pronounce Zaya at the beginning. They all said Zia, which is totally okay. So we used to kind of be like, Zaya sounds like papaya. Like, we had a tank that said that even, and a sweatshirt. And we were one of the first Facebook groups, so we became Zaya PAPAYA. It's cheesy, it's fun, but also it's kind of sentimental in how long we've been around. We have a team Facebook group, but also your upline will have added you to one as well. We don't want you in a million different ones. We also have a team Facebook page, which I'm going to screen share and show you a little bit about it, just so that you can kind of be familiar with it. We are going to, and you're going to see how much is on my screen right now. I really wish I cleaned this up before the call, but anyway. Okay, we're going to pull this over. Okay, we have the team Facebook page. What you are going to do, this is available in Team PAPAYA, or you can ask your upline to get a login to this. And also, I'm actually going to put this in the chat. Okay, Team PAPAYA, what you'll do is you'll click I'm a new team member, and you're going to set up a login, choose a password, whatever. It'll kick you an email, and then you'll go in, and that's when you'll change your password to whatever it is that you want it to be. Can you guys all see that, actually? That okay? All right, so what I love about this page, or this website, is I don't want you to see everything right now. So there's a lot on here, and you don't need to look at it all at all. So there's where I want you to start, is getting started. So this is just kind of an intro. What we want you to do is get to the getting started guide, and you can go to the launch guide. This is what we have. It talks about the moonshot guide and how to earn back your kit investment through bonuses and different programs that Zaya has. And you can print this out here. This is our getting started guide. So I'm going to pull it up so that you can kind of see it. And what I love so much is it runs in tandem with this website, so you know exactly where to go next. So when you pull this up, it is going to take a second. When you pull this up, it's going to have a lot of different information for you. What it's going to do is get connected, right? This is also the login. It's also in the team Facebook page. Connect with your sponsor and get on a call. Get all your questions answered, get connected with your sponsor, okay? You can message them, they should be messaging you, but just get connected there. Connect to the team page and team communication, so you'll be added to team chats, and whatever your upline is going to be adding you to, and then connect with corporate on social media, which is Zaya Active and Zaya Family. A few different things. Zaya Active here is where they're going to, if you're in Australia, it'll be Zaya Active AU. Canada is a little bit different, so we're going to add those on here. But Zaya Active, this is the main corporate page. That's where they're going to post, different pictures. Zaya Family is awesome. Zaya Family is where you're going to find different fit, fabric, fill of all the new releases. So you're going to see in the stories on Wednesday here in the US, or Thursday in Australia, you're going to see the the products in the stories, and they'll explain how they fit, fill, all that and break that down. Then you're going to come to back office basics. You're going to this is YouTube video to personalize your rep website. So it'll be myzaya.com/minus Sarah or ZayaWare. And then you're going to create a shopping link, which we're going to talk about in a second. And then a thing to redeem your gift card. And, it just kind of goes up here. So what I love so much is, like I said, it runs in tandem with the actual website. So you have double resources to help you on there. The next thing is schedule your launch and invite. So there's different YouTube video to kind of talk about setting up your group and how to schedule events or schedule out posts, and then announce and invite with a few different ideas on that. So then it talks about closing, and we're not going to go through that. But we just want to get you on the first stop share. Where did that go? Stop share. Kind of into the first steps on that. The other thing that I think is super helpful, hang on here. Oh, where did that go? Sorry, guys. Okay, I've got to get my notes out here. The other thing that I think is super helpful, is printing that out and then just running through those first steps on the website. That will get you everything that you need to know and build you up to your launch. And then you're going to be talking with your sponsor to get your launch started. So some other expectations that I want to kind of set up with you guys is, and we're going to do a Q&A so that you can ask any questions that you have coming up. And that is, this might feel, we kind of talked about this at the beginning, but this might feel a little bit uncomfortable. Like I said, remember, B- work is what we're looking for. A+ work never happens. So just make this very, very personal and authentic in announcing. With your business launch, a few tips would be, like I said, personal announcements, and then going live. I know going live is not always easy. I practiced literally, I hated lives. Whenever I went on my stories, I had to have a dog face filter on, which is so stupid. But it hid something of me. I was social anxiety lady, and it helped so much. And I challenge you, it's going to be awkward, and it doesn't matter. Like I said, that's why we do it with your friends and family at first, but also have your upline connect, have her in your launch group too. Okay, so once you kind of go through those first steps, personalizing your website, creating a shopping link, which we're going to talk about, and then using your gift card, if that's what you want to do right now, is just scheduling your launch, and then using our Facebook templates, which those are also, once you go in there, you'll see the launch guide, and it has all of our Facebook templates, wording for different things that you can utilize and make your own, and scheduling those things out in your group, creating it fun, having your upline there, and then your business is launched. And then you turn that group into your VIP page. That is your online community. That is where you're adding value, as in, do you have a favorite recipe that you shared? Do you have a favorite workout? Do you teach school and you have some tips for helping moms teach their kids how to read? I would join that group. My 7-year-old is struggling. What you're sharing and serving doesn't have to just be your activewear. Adding other stuff in, your favorite quotes. If you think memes are funny, those are my love language. So I add those. I love them. It doesn't have to just be this serious page of sharing activewear, but also adding that in there too. Different ways to wear things, sharing pictures from another. If you're not in I'm going to hurry and actually link the team Facebook or the team website. If you're not in the Facebook marketing page, make sure and join that. I believe it's, if you can Google Zaya marketing page, I believe it's called, over on Facebook. That has so many different graphics for you to use, and it has help with sizing as well. You can use basically anything on there. So if you don't have the products, go there and pull pictures from there, screenshot it, crop it, and I add it to my posts. I don't own everything, neither should you. That's not why we're here, is to spend all of our money on activewear, though that is something that I do love doing. And so grabbing so that you're not feeling like you need to post everything. So that's another thing to kind of plug into. I would also challenge you to just start sharing. Start sharing yourself in the clothes. They want to see you. They don't want to see the girl on the website. So whether it's you or pictures from there, just have confidence that that is why they're there, is to see you, and they're not there to see this perfectly curated image. Okay, that's what they'll connect with. The other kind of the steps to success and after the launch party, it is kind of a goal for your launch is to book at least 2-3 more parties so that with your friends and family or people that show up or people that you're talking to on social media, we would say our standard for success, the people that do the best in our industry host at least 4 events a month. Sometimes that could be 6 in 1 month or 3 in the next month, but hosting 4 events a month and also talking about the business weekly. So those are the 2 kind of shots that I'm going to put out there that to kind of aim for is talking to people. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Oh, we can host a party for you. Do you want to host a party and get free and discounted Zaya? Just carrying on those conversations. Have complete confidence that our parties do amazing. Some bomb, that's okay. I had 4 last week because I added them all into one group, but 1 got 0 sales, 1 got over $1,000 in sales, and the other 2 were about at 800. Expect them to bomb. That's why we usually say 4 in a month, because that can help get you to the $1,000 in sales, which helps you get an 8% commission bonus. So we'll talk about that too. So tips for success are posting to your social media, your VIP pages, whatever it is. Doesn't just have to be Zaya. I challenge you to post different parts about you, hosting parties and then connecting. Keep it simple. You know how to connect. It's not hey girl messages, it's not cold messaging, but talking with your followers, getting to know new people, doing in-homes. I don't know where you live, but in-home parties do amazing, and you can do it with your starter kit because you have a computer there with everything that's on the website. Do a sip and shop. Drinking, a lot of girls will do a wine shopping night, a girls' night, and go that way. So that's another huge way with connecting with new people. What you will find and why we preach about parties is they are the lifeblood of this business. They are what will grow your business to be able to connect with people outside of your friends and family. So say you have your launch party, you invite some friends, maybe some people you haven't seen for a few years, and then she wants more stuff. She doesn't have the money to pay for it. So you're like, let's host a party and get you some free and discounted Zaya. You host a party for her, she invites her friends. That is how me, Sarah Anderson, who lives in Southern Utah, has customers and friends and reps in New York City or in Canada or in Melbourne, Australia. That is because of parties and connecting through social media. I didn't just randomly come across them. Parties are what will build your brand awareness the fastest. That is why we preach it. It's not the only way. It is the fastest way to get your name and business out there. And what's really, really cool is they get free and discounted Zaya for hosting. I closed a party the other day and I got like 5 pairs of leggings and 2 tanks for $1. It was like the most amazing thing. So I'm telling you, they are the best things ever. So that is why we say hosting at least 4 parties a month, is because it helps spread your brand awareness and it helps people see what it is that you're doing and want to be a part of it as well. So the other thing, tips for success, is this business is simple. Keep it that way. Don't overcomplicate it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a hard look at where you're spending your time. Are you spending your time making graphics? Are you spending your time writing that perfect post? See where it is that you're spending your time and make sure that it goes back to connecting, hosting a party. The graphics don't really matter and people have already made them, so go grab those in that group. And then also posting, connecting. Remember, when we're posting, if we're posting perfect posts, it's not at all connection, right? People are not gonna see our authenticity through that. Show up for calls. We don't have a ton of calls in our team because we do believe that the best learning is by doing and not just learning. We have a ton of recordings that you can also check out as well in the Facebook groups, but do show up to the team calls. I love this so much. Showing up to the team calls helps you stay plugged in and connected to the community. That is huge. I will say, when things got hard in my business, it was my friends and the connections that I made here that made me be like, heck yeah, I would never leave. Or it just means the world. It means more than, the sale that you did or didn't make, because you know that those will come, and sticking through it with your friends. And some of your best friends will come through these tiny little squares on the internet that you have never met, but you have so much in common with, and you have so much to talk about. Obviously, wear and share the clothes daily on social media, through stories, in your VIP page, however you want to do that. And consistency always trumps everything in this business. This business model works. You just have to keep going through showing up. and connecting. So the other thing that we'll talk about really quick are some of the benchmarks to kind of look at as you are working your business. So we work in volume here. In PV, you're going to see it QPV, PV, every piece of clothing that you see has volume attached to it. The amount of points of volume, if you look at the US website, you'll see, I think this shirt is $69, so it's 69 points of volume. If you are in Australia or Canada, the price is a little bit more with the conversion. It's 1 times 1.4. So you are going to get 69 points of volume for this shirt, but your purchase, anyway, the retail is going to be a little bit higher. However, you get paid on the retail price, your commissions. So as far as volume, or as far as different tiers to kind of watch for, 200 points of volume earns you your commission check. Okay, that's kind of the threshold for earning a commission check. What I love is any of your personal purchases count towards that volume. So pretend that I spent $50 and I used my discount, and then my friend bought $150 in retail. That got me to the 200 with those added together, and I'm going to make commission on the 150 retail. So I don't get paid commission on my discount purchase, but the volume adds up to hit these thresholds, if that makes sense. And you don't need to know all this right now. It will come clear as you're working, but I just want you to know these three tiers. 600 volume, which is 850 retail over in Australia and Canada, and it is 600 in retail here in the US, get you a free website. So your first 2 months are free. The month you sign up in and the month after are free for your website, came with your kit. After that, if you hit 600 points in volume, then it's free. Your website is waived. My goal is to never freaking pay for the website. What's cool about the website, there is a website fee because that covers customer service for you and for your customers, the shipping, like the returns, handling all that stuff is also the cost of the website, right? So it's not just, you just have to pay it to have a website. There's so much more that goes into it. But 600 in volume takes away that payment for the month, or the 15 or 24 or 21 in Canada payment for the month. And then if you hit $1,000 in volume, you get an extra 8% commission. So as a rep, you make 20% commission on your retail sales. Once you hit 1,000, you make 28% for the month. So I said my goal is to never pay for my website, but actually my goal is to always hit that 1,000 because I never want to leave 8% on the table. If you are hosting your parties and sharing consistently, that is definitely doable. That is a really, really good goal to shoot for. So those are the three. As you are kind of looking at your back office, it's going to be the QPV in your back office that you're looking at. And that will kind of show you where your different areas are. Those numbers start over. QPV goes to 0 at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month and then builds up over the month. But the one thing that never starts over is the LPV, and you'll see that. That's lifetime personal volume. That adds up every month. It all accrues. Every QPV gets shot up into the LPV, and that just keeps adding every month while everything else kind of clears out. The other thing that I would tell you is to start talking about the business and bringing in team members before you know what you're doing. We have the resources, we have the help, you have the upline to help you do that. And that to me is the number one way to build a sustainable business, and a business that I think is even more worthwhile, because you get to build a team and you get to build a community with you. So don't shy away from talking about the business until you know everything or how to do everything, because you have enough people around you that know exactly how to help you and how to help your team be successful in this. So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to questions for you guys. Like I said, basically kind of follow those first things, personalize your website, use your gift card if you want to, and then your launch party, turning that into your VIP, and following up with your customers. Hey, how do you like your stuff? Are you interested in hosting a party? I've got some openings this month, whatever it looks like, kind of filling up your schedule there. You guys can just unmute if you want to ask your question. And there are no dumb questions. So if you are nervous to ask a question, everybody here has that same setting up. Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is the other great thing. There are 2 different ways to order here at Zaya as a rep. You can order using your rep discount, right? So you get 25% off You get volume for it. You won't make commissions on that, but you'll get 25% off as a rep, which is a bonus of being a rep. It's amazing. So you'll log into your back office and it'll be under place an order and it'll be personal order, and it's automatically 25% off is taken off there. That's an amazing way to go. There's a couple other options too. So what's cool is as a rep, you also can host your own parties without even hosting a party. So after your launch party, what I would do right away, right now before your launch party, is I set up my own shopping link, my own self as a hostess. I go in my back office and I create a shopping link. This is what you're going to create for future hostesses, and whoever's name is on that shopping link, whatever orders go through there, they get the free and discounted Zaya. So as a rep, you can earn free and discounted Zaya as much as you want. So what I do is I create a link and I put Zaya customer purchases, and then I put it on my website. Now, anybody can go and purchase on my website, and I'm going to make commissions if they click this link, which the website will ask them if they want to shop through a link. If they click this link and shop through there, their purchase goes towards my commissions and free and discounted Zaya. So what I usually do is I place my own orders through those links. So I create a link where I am the hostess. That link will show you exactly how to do that. And it's on my website. When I'm going to place my own order, I will go there. I will go to my website. I will click that I want to shop that link. I will enter my order and I will check out. I'm paying full retail, so I'm not using my discount, but I'm getting 20 to 28% commissions back. So if you're going to hit the 1,000, 100% go and place your order through your link, because you're going to make commissions. You're at 28% instead of saving 25. So I'm going to go to my website, click my link, place my order, pay retail. I'm going to get 20 to 28% commission, plus it's going to go towards free and discounted Zaya. So there's a couple different ways that you can do it. You just get to decide that you won't get those commissions until the end of the month. So if you are in a spot where you just need to save the money right now instead of get paid commissions on that item, that's okay. Just go and place it at a discount, getting 28% in your back office, or create a link where you're the rep, where you're the hostess, and place it through there. What's cool is orders placed through those links ship immediately. It doesn't need to close. The event doesn't need to close. You can just keep it open, and you can keep accruing different orders by your customers or by you placing orders through there. And then the last thing is I just have one up all the time. So even after your launch, if it hits 1,000 and you want to close it, just create a new link and it'll go to your website. That's why mine says Zaya customer purchases. That's my Instagram account. And then I just tell my customers, hey, shop this link. If they don't, you can move them. Like, you can email customer service to move them to that event, so it can keep adding up to more free and discounted Zaya. It's a perfect way for you to take advantage of the system, and that is what it's there for, so that you're not paying. So then you're going to get 50% off or free. So we have a huge, an awesome hostess reward program. It's anywhere from like $20 in free Zaya up to $300 in free Zaya, plus 2 items free up to 8 items free. So no, 2 items 50% off up to 8 items 50% off. So we have different graphics for that too, but it's just a huge opportunity for you to not pay anything for your Zaya and get a bunch when they release on Wednesday or whatever you've been looking at. Can we use our gift card vouchers to buy the 50% off items? Yes. So that gift card that you got is money, like it is a credit card. It can be used to pay. The only thing it can't be used to pay is your website fee, but it can be used on any payment. So if you're, ordering your party rewards, checking out with your party rewards, your free and discounted Zaya, that can be used as payment, or your discount of 25% off, or just as a regular card on the website. Great question. I hope you can't hear my dog crying. You can't not sit at my feet when I'm in here.
On that same point, Sarah, so when do you decide when to close a party? Do you just do it at the end of the month, or?
They can roll into the next month. So sometimes if I've had a slow month, it will be open and I just keep changing the dates. It will only stay on your website for 30 days, but you can go into your back office and adjust the dates. So sometimes I'm like, okay, fine, it starts today and ends, and I put it out 30 more days until it gets to what I want. So there's a $200 or $200 first level, which is $20, about $20, and 2 items 50% off. Then there's a second level, which is $600. In Australia, that's $840, but then you get about $65 to $80 in free Zaya and 3 items 50% off. So basically, I look at the tiers of the rewards program and I decide, I don't usually build it up to the 2,000 because I don't usually want $300 and 8 items 50% off. That's just too much for me. I don't usually see that I want that much. So I pull it at any time. So I have a bunch in my back office that are available for me to use. So once you pull it from your back office or from your website, it can just stay in your back office till you're ready to use them. So I just do it at different ones. Sometimes I pull it at the level 3, sometimes, which is the 1,000. Sometimes I pull it at the level 2, which is the 600, or the level 1, which is the 200. So I have options. If I'm like, oh, I want 3 things, then I'll go to the smaller party and use those, if that makes sense, when I'm ready to use the host rewards. Does that make sense? There's just different tiers. You can decide when you want to pull them. So you'll see in your back office what those events are at. And if it hit the tier, if it hit a certain tier of the host
with you on that, I'm just, why, so when you pull it, you're not closing it. So because I've got one at the moment that's hit decent sales. Is that, do you keep it on? Do you pull it?
I think that all depends. What is it at right now?
1,000 and something.
1,000. So what you could do is, so we have 4 different tiers. If you're close to the next one, to the next tier, I would keep it up until it hits that tier.
Yeah.
If you are at one tier, you could pull it and just start a new link and start building on that one. What's really cool is Zaya will let you, so pretend, let's see, Zaya will let you move orders. So if you have a link and it's 2 orders, like it has $100 higher than the tier, you don't want that order to go to waste. So you can move that to a different event and close this. I usually try and keep them as close to the tiers as possible. Yeah. And you can always take off an order and move it to a different event to start building that one.
So then I'll just, mine's at 12.53. So I'd better keep it to the 1,400.
Yes, I would.
And then close it then.
And that'll get you I believe it's over there, $185 in credit and 4 items 50% off. So in Australia. So I would keep it. But then on your next one, maybe you want to close it at 800 so that you have a smaller event, a smaller amount of rewards to use.
Yeah.
So and they'll just
even when you close it, you've not lost those rewards.
No, once you can just say remove, like take down, you unclick show on site, which we can talk through this too once it happens. And then once it's off your site, it just is stored under events in your back office and you can use them anytime. I have some from 2017. They don't expire. The only thing is once you start using them, so like if you wanted to use the 50% off items, you have to also use the credits or you're going to lose them. You don't have to use them, but when you start closing that party and you start using the rewards in that event, you have to use all of them, or whatever you don't use, you're going to lose them. And that's okay. Too.
So that's why it's good to have a few that are smaller, because you might not want to. Yeah. I can just use and spend it all and get free stuff.
Yeah. So if that's why sometimes I'll close them at the smallest tier, because I'll use that when I don't want as many things. Or if I know I want a ton of stuff, I'll just keep building it to the high one.
That makes sense, I think.
Okay. I think. Megan, I'm wondering if you have any reps on your team that you know of who have successfully paired Zaya with another MLM company like Beachbody. Anything important to know about doing so? So yes, we have some people that do both, either direct and just another company. Something that I would suggest is some people have separated the pages. I wouldn't do that so that it can all be on one, so you're not building 2 different businesses, but can kind of connect the 2. I would keep it in the same group. Beachbody is a very good pairing. The one thing that I will say is as you grow, it will limit how high you can go in either company because you are spreading your energy between both. If you will come to a point where you would like to really grow far in one of those companies, then choosing one over the other and really promoting that one. But I would just say giving them equal airtime on your social media is super huge, and combining them, like, here it is, I love these both, but also talking about why you love them instead of them seeing that it's just more things that you're going to sell them. Talk about why you love them a lot. So, and they'll connect with that. And then as far as Zaya goes, you can do another direct sales company with Zaya until you hit Double Zaya Executive, which I can't even imagine running 2 different businesses at Double Zaya Executive. It's a full-time job for sure. All right, does anybody else have any questions? Okay, so like I said, all we challenge you to do is launch your business. Everything else, even if somebody goes and places their order for your launch party, not through the link, it can be moved. It just needs to be emailed to customer service in the month it was placed, right? So everything at the end of the day, we sell activewear. It's just selling clothes. And sometimes sizes, you'll get them wrong. That doesn't matter. We're going to learn. You're going to get, you know, with sizing, just ask your upline for connection on that. But I would just say, have complete confidence, like I talked about at the beginning. Everything will be learned along the way. You don't need to know how to do a return until you need to know how to do a return. There's stuff that you'll just learn along the way. And I think that that is the most powerful way to look at it. Instead of being a learner right now, be a doer. And you will see how fast, because our goal is to help you earn back your kit as soon as possible. In that moonshot guide on the website, it talks about different ways to earn that moonshot guide. And anyway, it'll walk you through that as well. But it is recruiting 1 to 2 people and selling $3,000 in volume. But our first goal is $1,500 in volume and recruiting 1 person to get you to that junior rep and growing from there. So take those small steps and just keep moving forward. And this is seriously such an incredible time to be here with Zaya, especially as we are doing our global expansion. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to let you go. Once again, so sorry about that late start. I will have this recorded and I'm going to send it out, put it in the team pages and also some team chats so your uplines can have it as well. So you can rewatch it if you need to as well. All right. I'm actually going to take a picture because that's what we do here. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Love it. Okay, you guys, have a good night. Well, I guess it might be day over in Australia, but night here. See you later.